1, 2 step. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Habari yako. Hit you with some Swahili. Welcome to another episode of Fran-Switch Code. Today I'm feeling a little casual. You get to see me in my PJs, my MSU shirt. Today, I went back to my Airbnb to check out. Have yet to leave my review. I was given the wrong room, by the way, and she won't acknowledge that. And then she ghosted me a couple days ago. It's not a good idea to ghost someone right before they're gonna write the review. Nor is it a good idea to deny the obvious truth. Like, it's in your best interest to just be like, yeah, it was the wrong room, I'm really sorry, blah, blah. But hey, now this problem is between you, me, and everyone viewing your page. I hate to see it. Where did I go after that? Target. Ugh, everything is within 10 minutes walking distance of my house. The lake, Target, Whole Foods, tons of bars and restaurants, everything. The BART station, WeWork, everything. And that's what I'm paying for. Premium location. So I went to Target and I got some trash cans. And then, because I love a good deal, I went online. I should have done this in the store, but I didn't think one store would have different pricing for the same items in the store. Then I went online and I looked at the price of the things I just bought and it was cheaper. And I was like, oh, hell no. So I returned the ones that I just bought, did a pickup order for the ones online, and saved me some money. And got myself a liquid measuring cup because baking. I've never understood. So this is a liquid measuring cup and dry measuring cups are different. Like this says cup, that's a liquid cup, but not a dry cup. I don't get it. But I got it because yay to my new culinary interest. What else? From Target, I went back and forth to Target, taking out recycling boxes, back and forth with Amazon because there's things that had issues, non-issues, whatever, picking up my packages. I got some new shoes and perfume today the shoes are from Goat, if you're ever into getting sneakers or whatever else they have on there. And the perfume was from Amazon. Very pleasant smelling. I was really back and forth between here and Target all day. That's so funny. Oh, I got my second shot. My arm hurts a lot. But hey, that's better than my lungs hurting. Whew. Or my life hurting. 2 weeks from now, I'll be free and clear to hang out with my friends who are waiting for me to be 2 weeks past my second dose. Okay, sure. Am I happy? Today's been a lot, honestly. I'm just tired. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually tired. That's when you know it's bad, when it's like spiritual tiredness. It's because I haven't been journaling, bruh. It's not even like, it becomes one of those things where you're not journaling because there's too much. Like some people don't journal because there's not enough, which is me at times. But right now, I really, really need to journal. Like with the move and with all this other stuff that's going on in my life, I do need to journal and I didn't. And I haven't, and I'm afraid to start. But the method that I've heard that people use when they're in that situation is set a timer and only journal for the timer's time so that you don't devolve into an endless writing process of 3 hours. Because girl, I got probably 30 hours of stuff stuffed in my head right now. That might be why I have a headache. I also haven't eaten today. I have eggs, and I was gonna make eggs, but I don't have pans. So no eggs. And then I have juice. And then I have leftovers that I found out were spoiled when I tried to have them for dinner. Am I fulfilled? Yes. Yeah. I worked on the first generation imposter syndrome chapter of my book. So having imposter syndrome as a first generation student or a professional, often being low income, often being an immigrant, lots of compounding factors. And that felt really good to write. I wrote the chapter already, I was revising it. I had to add more stuff in it, do citations. Lord, citations are rough. Not as rough as I thought they were gonna be, but definitely a little rough. Saved myself by using basically all the same material. It's like all blogs, all videos. It's not like I have like a magazine, like a paper magazine cutout, and then like I don't even know, all types of stuff. But then again, we haven't gotten to the chapters, in terms of me doing citations, we haven't gotten to the chapters where I start citing like a lot of research that I did from different sources, and those sources all have their own rules. So I guess let me not speak too soon. What did I learn about Oakland today? Yeah, what I said earlier about everything being 10 minutes from each other. I mean, within 10 minutes of this place. Uptown Oakland, if you ever need to be at everything at the same time, go to Uptown. Come to Uptown, I guess, since I'm here. But don't come to me unless we're close friends. And even then, ask nicely. I'm very touchy about my personal space. But come to Uptown and realize, like me, that everything is close together. Because first of all, the back and forth from Target, amazing. I've never had that privilege in my life. I've often just like spent too much money on stuff because I can't return it because I don't have a car to go return it to the store that I bought it from. Or just not bought stuff because I'm afraid to return it. Or just not bought stuff because I never got to the store because it was too far away. So having Target right there, bomb. Whole Foods right there, bomb. CVS right there, bomb. Sprouts. I'm not familiar with Sprouts, but apparently it's like this, like, I don't know. I'll call it a Whole Foods competitor. Organic produce and such. I don't know. I'll see it at some point. I saw the building, but I'll experience it at some point. Grocery outlet. All of these things were literally all around each other. And let's not talk about all the restaurants and bars I passed along the way. And there's churches too. I'm kind of nervous to go to church. I miss my mega church. I miss being in Houston with Joel Osteen and just quietly sitting in a crowd of thousands of people listening to the word of God. I don't like small church vibes. I don't want y'all in my business. I want to sneak in and sneak out. Don't see me cry. Don't see me pray. Don't see me. No. I don't want you to text me and ask me why I didn't come to church. That's between me and the Lord. But everything's a small church here because I'm in Oakland and it's condensed and we can't have mega churches, I guess. What did I learn about life in general today? It's really important to diffuse a situation as much as possible before you respond to it. I got in a very intense disagreement with someone today, and I think at this point we've both realized that it wasn't. The problem isn't the problem. The problem isn't the problem that we thought it was. Yeah. And had I not tried to be gentler about my position for the purposes of clarifying and making sure we're on the same page before we take any dramatic actions, then yeah, I'll be having a real rough night. I still have a headache and I'm still upset, but I think things would be much worse. So if you're having a falling out with somebody, try real hard to figure out what they're upset about and to clarify what you're upset about. Because sometimes people be thinking you be upset about stuff that you're not actually concerned with. You're concerned with something else entirely. And then when they think that, then they're upset about the things that I don't even know, bruh. Communication is important, and it only happens if you're willing to chill out for 5 seconds, 50 seconds, whatever, and try to have a constructive conversation despite the fact that the content is emotionally combustive. I don't know if you've heard of the square breathing technique, 4x4, whatever, 5x5, I don't know what it's officially called. Square is how I remember it. So square has 4 sides, and you breathe in for 4 seconds, and then you hold it for 4 seconds, and then you exhale for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, and you just keep going around the square. And that's what I tried to do the entire time I was having this very disturbing conversation. And I would say it helped, because emotions can just keep going up and up and up, and you're like, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up. And that kind of keeps your emotions, or at least it kept my emotions in like a semi-reasonable place, instead of being like, well, you know what? So that's what I learned about life today. Breathe. I personally am familiar with the fact that exhales are supposed to be longer than inhales, so I don't keep it a square. It's actually more like a penta. What shape is that? Trapezoid? Is that a trapezoid? 4, 4. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Bye.